He said he wanted to build a life together, but he was building an escape plan the entire time. I met Ryan during the summer before my last year of college. He was charming in a way that made you forget the world existed outside the two of us. Within 3 months, he was moving in, helping me hang shelves, planning trips, even talking about marriage like it was some inevitable milestone. I was head over heels thinking I'd found my forever. But small things started gnawing at me. The texts that disappeared, the mysterious weekend work trips that never had a clear office location, the way he'd dodge questions about finances or long-term plans. I brushed it off. I wanted to believe in us. I wanted to believe in him. Then one Friday, everything unraveled. I was doing laundry when I found a folder on his laptop he'd accidentally left open. Inside were emails, plane tickets, rental agreements, all under a fake name. He'd been planning to leave the city, the state, probably the country within a month. And the worst part? He'd written out a checklist to make sure he left me with nothing. No money, no shared assets, no trace of him. I felt like the floor had dropped from under me. I didn't confront him right away. I watched, calculated, waited. I saved screenshots, bank statements, and copies of his emails. Over the next week, he went about his charming routine, kissing me good morning, talking about the future, completely unaware I knew everything. Every smile he gave me felt like a dagger. I started noticing patterns. He'd leave the apartment at odd hours. He had a safe deposit box I never knew about. I found his fake ID in the glove compartment. Every day, I felt both terrified and empowered. I had a live wire of betrayal in my hands. I began meticulously planning my own counter. I made sure nothing he did could sneak past me unnoticed. I even planted accidental hints on social media, testing whether he was watching me too closely, confirming he was desperate to keep his exit secret. I read his emails late at night, memorizing every detail of his plan, imagining him surprised, powerless, when the trap closed. The night before his supposed escape, I made a special dinner. Candles, his favorite music, everything staged like the perfect send-off. I poured him wine, laughed at his jokes, pretended I hadn't found a thing. When the clock hit 10, I casually mentioned, "Hey, I noticed something on your laptop the other day. You planning a solo trip?" His face went white, and for a second, he tried to laugh it off. I leaned in close, whispering, "Funny, isn't it? How you can plan an escape and still think I wouldn't notice." I handed him a folder. Emails, tickets, everything. I already transferred the money back to my account. "You won't be taking a dime. And don't worry, I called the landlord, canceled your move-in for next week. Looks like your new life just became a very complicated mess." He tried to argue, to charm, but there was nothing left to say. I had flipped the script, dismantled his escape plan with surgical precision. Watching him scramble, realizing all his careful plotting had been for nothing. It was vindication unlike any other. The best part? I didn't yell, didn't chase, didn't threat. I just let him watch his plan crumble. Later, I found out he spent hours calling friends, trying to explain, trying to salvage anything, but no one believed him. I walked out that night, suitcase in hand, freedom in my chest, and a quiet smile. Karma didn't have to yell. Karma just had to show up. And for the first time in months, I felt lighter, untangled, unstoppable. I realized that sometimes the people who betray you teach the clearest lessons, and the sweetest revenge is simply living better, while they fumble in the ruins of their own lies.